How y'all doing out there? I need to talk to y'all about something. Let's have this conversation. What makes you strong when you was little? Think back when you went through all those disasters. When you seen stuff shake in your family that you never expected it was going to shake. But see, I learned a long time ago. Everybody says, "What's your secret?" There's no secret. They just learned the lesson. I had to go through the depths of it. I had to realize that I was special since the day I was born. They made me into, man, love ain't even got description. I used to feel like I didn't get everything what everybody else got. I got last. But it was okay because, I still love them pickle heads. I call them pickles because you going to always be, I always care about you. But I know downright deep, you really just thought, why she got to be in charge. See, back in the day, I remember a time when people went to work and I had to stand up. I remember a time that people were losing it and I still had to stand up. I couldn't be a kid like others. I had to always watch over the small because the small needed me more. I just want to say something. I always love where I came from and who I am today. And the ones that I don't talk to, let me tell you something. I'll always love you. I just know that deep down we were different, even as children. I don't even know what happened, but I just want to know allegedly, entertainment purposes only before we get started. You know how people want to get all in their feelings. My childhood was, man, it's like it was serious. You go to work, you better make sure that you done your chores, you done what you're supposed to do, or you ain't gonna like the punishment. See, the problem with parents this day, let me tell y'all a little secret about kids, and I shouldn't say this because I'm gonna get in trouble. I was the oldest, and I had to take care of the little. But sometimes you're a little too close. You just are. And one wants to be more than what they are. In other words, they wanted to be the leader. They wanted to be the one in charge. But being in charge means you gotta step up to the plate. See, I had to make sure everything was good in the house. I had to make sure that I took care of, I watch over them. It's just kind of like this. You know how your parents say, you better nothing happen to your sister or your brother. I don't give a darn. I don't care what side of town you was on. You better get back on this side of town. Because I will call your name out. And I will call you out loud. And boy, when they call your name, you better come running. Because back in the day, all I can say is this. I don't regret my childhood because it made me who I am today. It took me a minute to realize when you're special and kind, what are you really? Are you mean? Good to people? I be good to people as long as they good to me. People want me to show my ugly side. Who don't have them? Can I ask y'all a question? Who don't have a side of them that everybody, you want to come and cause confrontation? That's evil as hell. But back in the day, I didn't understand what it was. They need that energy so you get mad, ruffled up. You ruffle your whistle, baby, because I want that energy. Ooh, I can feel it. Ooh, yeah, you gonna get mad, and that's all it's gonna be. Come on, Dad. Stop getting mad about everything. because that's where they're feeding the energies. And they're loving when we're low vibrational. They love that shit because that means we stay in their time zone and they can still do what they do. I'm coming over there and I'm coming over there to deal with you right now. You know, just chaos. You know, sometimes I hate to say this, but I'm so glad I ain't got to deal with chaos, ruckus, just being obnoxious because you could do it. Because you knew who I was. You wanted that energy to irritate me. You wanted me to feel like she's nothing. Look at her. Y'all believe in her? I could make her mad for 1 to 200. Let me tell you something. I'm past that. I'm someone that can sniff it out. Now I know the routine. You know, as Most High says, try to control yourself out there. Because that's what they do. Even when you got a child and you're children, control yourself. Because some of us get out of character. And some children are here to get you out of character. They get to move you, put you on through there. Because you're hard-headed. I used to think, well, babies is going to be the wonderful thing in life. You grow up, y'all going to be a family. They're going to take care of you. You're going to love on each other. See the love and go keep it going. My grandma and papa, I loved them. Rest their souls. They kept us together when everybody wanted to flee. My grandma used to say, yeah, they're in another religion now. You know, that other religion, they get out of religion. They don't want to listen to nothing on what you say because your religion is different. I had that a lot. Some people want that easy religion. They don't want to go to church and get cast out. Like I cast you to tell when you go to church, some of it led you getting cast to damnation. That's what they were saying. I'll never forget it. They wanted you to confess about your sins and tell them and let them be, well, I'm God, so you need to tell me how and what happened to you. I looked at them like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather take a whooping. You know what I'm saying? Because how is you to judge me when I was little and I'm learning from you? And we're going to judge each other? That's how you get through life? No, you don't judge each other. And then there's some religion. You better not go to no other church. You better not go to, you know why they didn't want you to go nowhere else? Because you'd have figured out there was better out there. See, because sometimes we live in that illusion like church is going to save us. No, Most High said you save yourself. There's a big sinners in church too. They be right in your face. They be people that hurt you in your face. They be preachers that lost their mind because all they could think about is shining little behinds and not even with their own wives. Allegedly, intent purpose only. You know how it is. I don't understand these preachers. You talk all this talk. Some of them it's like this, and some of them ain't about nothing. They lying to themselves. You gonna tell a person to wear shorts, and you gonna sit back and you over there looking. I dropped them off at you. You take them to field trips, and you over there doing what to my children? And y'all sit up here like, I just want to break and let my children go on that church bus. You don't know what happens on that church bus. You don't even know what happens when you go in there. You find out a lot of stuff once you sit on the sideline. Sometimes I just told myself, I'm glad. I'd rather be ugly so they won't touch me. When you was a child, you used to say that. If they think you ugly, then you must not be worried. That's true. When they thought she was ugly, man, they didn't bother you. What's the best thing? Then you turn into a swan? And then they want to make you don't have to tell nobody. It's our little secret. Then you go over to your peoples or some house. You never thought these people were like that. You never thought these people pay money just to hurt people. You never thought that. You never could thought that, allegedly. People do dumb things, and it's how they're brought up. You have to steal, even if you holy. Holy steals everything. Get them old ladies to give up that purse and give up that land. And get them to give me everything. Because you owe God because of all the stuff you done back in the day. You know you was... Go with that. I don't owe you nothing. I was rebellious. I am not doing it. He used to say she's sinful.